Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a quick review and installation of the UM3 scope mount and holster kit from the company called UM Tactical. Now, I found this company online as I was looking for different options to mounting a red dot to my pistol. I really didn't want to mill out the receiver and do all of that just to put a red dot on. So I was trying to find something that was truly universal that would fit my needs and everything in between. That being said, I came across a whole bunch of stuff. There are huge amounts of things, from the cheapest mounts that hook up to the base of the rail to some really high-end stuff that you got to tap and drill into your gun. But I honestly wanted something completely universal that would work for me and my needs. All right, so as I was shopping and I was looking online, I came across this company, Tactical, and they have what they're calling their scope mount, which I guess stands for universal mount. That's my guess, which makes sense, right? But the reason I chose this over all of the other ones is this one actually comes with a holster. Now, for this particular style of mounts, in fact, here it is right here. This is the mount. Kind of see this, I mean, completely aluminum. It comes with their logo and great laser etched on it, made in the USA. And the way these things work is they hook up to the bottom of a Picatinny rail, like here, and it sits at the base, and then you can actually put an optic on it. So a red dot scope, pistol scope, whatever you want. And it's supposedly a quick change out, quick on and off, and it's supposed to constantly retain zero. At least that's what all the comments and some of the YouTube videos I found of them using it were showing. Anyway, so from the old videos that I saw online to when I went to their website, they actually came out with what they call the UM3. So I guess this is their third rendition, maybe, I'm not sure. But apparently this one will fit all the firearms with a split style Picatinny rail. So if you're not sure what that is, it's those firearms that they have a complete Picatinny rail going across, but they all have like this little split cutout in between. I'm not sure if it's just to save weight or whatever, but I don't have one of those. But apparently they kind of had some forethought on it, and they were having issues with their retention system, that it was short. So what was happening is when they put on the gun, I guess it'll slide right off because there was nothing locking that bar. So with the UM3, they put a complete steel bar right across the top here, so it'll just clip in directly into the segment. So regardless if it is a split segment or full segment, this thing will grab it. So that being said, my suggestion would be just buy the UM3. Don't even mess around with grabbing their the original version, the UM scope mount, because this is cool where you can actually just swap this on any firearm you want, and that's the whole idea of it being universal, right? Anyway, all that being said, went with this one because they are the only ones that offered a holster with this. Now, what's unique about this holster is that it'll fit any firearm, right? It'll fit your 1911. Oh wait, what? It doesn't fit. I'll get to that in a little bit. But it'll also fit, anything. Why? Because it doesn't hook up to the firearm itself. It hooks up to their mount. So you put the mount on the gun, the mount gets locked into the holster. Now, since we're at that point of the conversation, putting it in the holster, let's get this thing on the gun. It is so simple. They say you don't need any tools, and we shall see. So you see right there, there's the groove cutouts. Here's a 1911. Slide it right on, push this down. It clicks in. It's a little bit loose, but what happens is when you put your scope mount on, you see there's a cutout in the, when that squeezes up, when you put the retention down on it, it stops the thing from rattling. So here we go. I've got my 80E mount here, a scope, a red dot, and we'll just put it on. Simple as that. well, that's the slide, but you know, it's not going anywhere. As you can see, it still gives you enough room to lock it back. It's not one of those other ones that come all the way back, and they actually have, there's a lot of room here for ejection, which I found some of the other ones online when they're talking about putting it on in 1911s, especially, that they were having ejection issues, and I think that was the reason, is because the rail was just coming too far back. So anyway, that, as you see here, now we just take the holster and ta-da! I mean, this thing, it's, I don't know who thought of this, but thank you, because this covers a niche for guys like me who like to go and play around and shoot steel and do competition shoots, but at the same time, you know, I really do love shooting my 1911 without, you know, just with the open sights, and sometimes I'll just want to run it in a holster and just standard, you know, use the firearm as it is. So what's cool about this though is you can see that there's a complete see-through, so you know, you can actually see your sights right there. So for whatever reason, if you're, you know, on the range and you're shooting, you can still, oh, your battery goes out, you can actually use your sights, which is kind of cool. You can actually go transition from scope to sight or red dot to sight, which would actually probably be a really good thing for like guys who use pistols for hunting. You know, if you put a pistol scope, for instance, on here, it's a little bit longer, you know, your optic will zoom in a little bit more. So when you're taking that longer shot, now if that animal gets a little closer, you can just look down, use your open sights, and bang, you're done. I mean, I don't know what to say other than this thing is pretty cool. I like it. Now, according to their website, they claim that you just need to pull this and it comes out, but I'm not sure if my rail is just a little bit wider than normal, or I don't know, maybe these gorilla hands of mine is just crimping the crap out of this, but mine doesn't seem to come off that easy. It seems to be that I have to take off my scope or my red dot just to get the rail out. Anyway, now try it on the XD, my 9mm XDS. The thing with this is it actually is not listed on the firearms list. As you can see here, there's a complete list of what this mount is compatible with, and for some reason my XD is not on here, but Springfield is. The XD is, but not the XDS. So we're gonna go ahead and test this out and see why it's not on there. And as you can see, it will not lock onto an XDS. It's kind of a bummer. Would be pretty cool if they made one that has a shorter cutout for a concealed pistol. I mean, I don't know if anybody would really carry one with a red dot on it, but if you do, you know, you don't have to mess with the slide, especially with this one. Because of this retention thing here, when it's chambered, it has a chamber indicator. In order for me to mount the red dot, I would actually have to remove this, have this all milled out, and then put a red dot on here with an extender for my open sights if I wanted to keep those. But again, what's nice about this is it doesn't need it. It's right here. So let's say, there we go. You know, that'd be pretty cool. I'd put like a little RMR instead of this big ass thing on there, but there we go. It'll lock right in. You know, I guess you could, you know, carry this, you know, somehow, if you really wanted to carry with a red dot on it. But yeah, there you go. So as you can see here, even though it doesn't lock in and it's not meant for this, you can see the universal use of this holster. I mean, this thing is amazing. Awesome idea, awesome product. Made of complete aluminum. I believe that, let's have a magnet here. Hold on here. Yep, the inside, that bar across is steel. So that's nice that they didn't go with aluminum on that. So, you know, UM Tactical. If you guys haven't gotten around to checking these guys out, I highly suggest it, especially if you want to run a red dot on a firearm that you do not want to cut a mill out a slot for a red dot on. Very practical, extremely useful, especially if you're like me and you like to do, you know, competition pistol shoots. All right, so overall review of my overall first impressions of the Tactical UM3 scope mount and speed holster. Amazing. I love it. I can't complain. You know, I love this fiberglass look. I always did like fiberglass looks. Would be cool if they gave you an option for a different style of holsters, because they do give you a different color scheme for each rail. I think it comes in, when I saw it online, it comes in red, blue, I think it's like a golden color, and black, and iodized black, which I got the black just because, you know, looks good. But you know, if you got one of those fancy race guns or something that is really tricked out, and you wanted, you know, the color scheme to match, I'm almost positive you could call it into them, and you know, they could probably custom something for you. You know, their holsters would be pretty cool if they would, you know, match the holster to the rail. That'd be something nice to see in the future. But until then, I mean, dude, what can you say? I mean, these things are just awesome, guys. You know, Tactical seems to be pretty legit as far as everything they're saying about them online. The videos that I did see, which mind you were like 6 years old, I haven't seen any newer videos, and that's one of the main reasons I'm doing this one today, to kind of get a fresher view of what it is. Later, like I said, later on I'll get some video of me shooting this thing. But until then, if you wanted to get something universal, truly universal, that can be used on obviously all your other firearms that have a rail, you can go with this. You know, again, it won't fit on this because the rail is so short, but something with a little bit longer rail, perfect. But anyway, you have the options. Check them out. If you guys have any questions, comments, you know where to leave it, and check you guys later.